Shraddha and welcome to the Mythology world. In Hindu mythology, the three goddesses who are Lakshmi, Saraswati and Durga or Shakti have many stories, especially with three Dev, that is Vishnu, Brahma and Shiva. But sometimes in tales, goddesses are connected with other gods. But which tales are true? Let's find out. Hindu mythology uses the metaphor of human relationships to explain concepts. This can be quite confusing as metaphors, but those who see mythology as history or reading stories literally, the case of the three goddesses Lakshmi, Saraswati and Durga, who embodies wealth, knowledge and power, makes this difficult to understand for them. In common understanding, these three goddesses are married to three gods, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. The goddess of knowledge, Saraswati, is the wife of the creator god Brahma. The goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, is linked to the preserver god Vishnu. The goddess of power, Shakti or Durga, is linked with the destroyer, Shiva. These tales that we heard starts when the three goddesses quarrel with the three gods and get them to their binding. There are tales where the creator, sustainer and the destroyer are reminded constantly that they can do nothing without wealth, power and knowledge. But things are not so simple. If one looks at 1000-year-old scriptures from Bengal, we find that Vishnu is often showing as having two wives. One wife holding a pot or fan, indicating she is Lakshmi, associating with comfort, and other holds lute or veena, indicating she is Saraswati, associating with arts. In temple tales, Lakshmi refused to live with Saraswati and so goes down to the earth where there is no respect for Saraswati. This forces Vishnu to take his avatar that will bring Saraswati to the earth and Lakshmi back to the Vaikuntha. Also in temple stories, Durga becomes the sister of Vishnu. He gives her away in the marriage to Shiva. Lakshmi is often called Bhog Patni of Vishnu and Saraswati is called Moksha Patni of Vishnu. These idea of Lakshmi and Saraswati as wives of Vishnu is now being replaced by transforming the two wives of Vishnu into two forms of Lakshmi, Bhudevi and Sri Devi. In Shiva's tales, the role of goddess changes dramatically. Durga is the wife of Shiva. Their son, Ganesha, is married to Riddhi, goddess of plenty, which is Lakshmi. He is also married to Siddhi, the goddess of intellectual achievement, or Saraswati. In the Durga traditions of Bengal, Durga's two daughters are Lakshmi and Saraswati. In this case, Ganesha becomes the sibling of Lakshmi and Saraswati and not the spouse. In folk traditions, we hear of the great goddess who divided herself into three parts so that the three gods, that is Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, can get wives. This idea brings symmetry into myth. Complex rationality is used to explain why the creator is bound to knowledge, the preserver is bound to wealth, and the destroyer is bound to power. But it is tough to convince all that knowledge Saraswati is needed by only creator Brahma and the wealth Lakshmi is needed by the sustainer Vishnu and the power Durga is needed by destroyer Shiva. Which of these stories is right? It all depends on what we wish to believe. The point of the stories of Puranic narrative is divide the world into two parts: who we are and what we have. The goddesses are what we have, while the gods are whom we can become. We can be Brahma, Vishnu, or Shiva. We either seek wealth, power, or knowledge. The gods are what we do, creating, sustaining, destroying. The goddesses are what we seek, wealth, power, and knowledge. This concept formed the foundation of Puranic thoughts. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And we will meet in another video. Thank you for watching.